Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Political Vigilante. We've got the blue light of truth on the dark night shining up to the ceiling. And oh, it's Christmas time. I got my little bachelor Christmas tree. It's about 1.5 feet tall. It's got little lights on it. Isn't that fun? Isn't that festive? I'm not really a Christian, but I don't know. I like the pretty lights. That's my only thing for Christmas is the lights are pretty. I don't know. I was raised Catholic, but not a big fan of the whole rape religion and the lies of the Catholic Church. So the holidays are all right. It was at a Christmas party, whatever. So, the Republican Congress passed the rich person tax bill that benefits nobody except the 1%. And at least Bernie Sanders fought it in the Senate. He made them re-vote it. They voted it again, and then the House just voted. There's an article in Truthdig.com called The Triumph of the Oligarchs. There's another article in Truthdig called Yes, America, There's a Class War, and You Just Lost. So anybody that's working class, middle class, even upper middle class, if you think this tax bill is going to benefit you and bring jobs back to America, you're drunk. You know, here's a letter that the leaders of the Koch brothers political network insisted in a letter to the members of Congress urging swift approval. The American people have waited 31 long years to see our broken tax code overhauled. Yeah. Is it broken? It's broken for who? You? Time to come to put more money in the pockets of American families. Okay. The Koch brothers machine poured money into almost every state in an effort to convince Americans that the tax cut will be good for them, yet most Americans don't believe it. Only a third of Americans in a recent poll said they favored this tax plan. 2/3 of Americans say it favors the rich. In counties that Trump won but Obama carried in 2012, only 17% say they expect to pay less in taxes, according to a recent NBC News Wall Street Journal poll. Another 25% say they expected their family would actually pay higher taxes. This is why the Democratic Party is so maddening. You can sit there and say Republican voters are dumb and they vote against their own interests and whatever else. Yeah, there's some definite truth to that. I mean, Alabama, one of the poorest states in the industrialized world, the poorest state in America and one of the poorest places in Western civilization, votes consistently for Republicans, although that just recently changed with the loss of Roy Moore. Virginia's just voted against it too. The Democrats have an opportunity here. Will they take it? I don't know. It remains to be seen. My guess is they won't. I hope they do. But my guess is what will happen is in the midterms, I don't know. I hope Americans are really waking up to this shit. Whether you're red or blue state, I hope Americans are really waking up to this crap. Because if the neoliberals just go, yay, we need more Democrats in there, and a bunch of corporate Democrats get in 2018, it'll be no victory. Nothing will change. The pendulum will swing back to the other side. This is just the Republicans and Democrats are two rival country clubs fighting. That's it. And one country club allows a couple of blacks and Jews in it. That's the difference of the two parties. It's just two rival country clubs that don't give a fuck about working class people at all. And the Democratic country club, they're in favor of gay marriage, so that makes them better than everyone else, and yet they still oppress and bomb everyone. Such an opportunity here if the Democratic Party were to let progressives take over. I think this tax bill, you know, I don't know what it's going to take. I mean, maybe this needs to happen for like the Trump diehards to realize that he sold them all out. All of his campaign promises, he hasn't hit a one of them. I mean, not a one. He didn't drain the swamp. He filled it full of oil and bank people in his cabinet. He said he wasn't going to, why are we bombing Syria? He bombed Syria. Why are we going to Afghanistan? He upped the troop count. You know, so maybe this will turn some of the Trump people. But then if there's nothing, if the only thing that is offered is just the Democrats' corporate, we're not them, it'll mean nothing. But there is an opportunity here for a third party. There is an opportunity here for somebody to step up. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be Bernie Sanders, but somebody else needs to step up and take advantage of this, because this tax bill is going to hurt middle-class people and working-class people, and the poor are going to get fucked for sure. Or they'll get like some $60 tax break. Remember when Bush sent everyone a check for $300 and it was like, we're putting money in, you know, mainstream mom and pop America's pocketbook. Just shut the fuck up. It's such empty words. It's such a bumper sticker. You know, when the Koch brothers, I mean, did the Koch brother, how do they even believe this? It's unbelievable. Gary Cohn, Trump's lead economic advisor, even conceded in an interview that the most excited group out there are big CEOs about our tax plan. Republican Representative Chris Collins admitted, my donors are basically saying, get it done or don't ever call me again. Senator Lindsey Graham warned that if Republicans fail to pass the tax plan, the financial contributions will stop. 2/3 of the country does not want this tax plan, and they voted for it anyway. If you go to GovTrack.us, I'll put the link below. It shows you who voted for what. Surprisingly, no Democrats voted for this. About 12 Republicans jumped the aisle and voted against it, but they're not hurting themselves politically. I mean, it was 224 to 201. This is what happens when you are a party that offers nothing and you don't help working class people and you just wave platitude flags around. Is you lose the House and the Senate. This should be like, if Bernie Sanders was president, like America would be changing like so much for the better. But what we're seeing is the end of the American empire. That's what's going on here. This is the end of the American empire. And unless like a vast, like at least 50% of the population, or a really loud and powerful 40% minority of the population seriously resists, I mean, we need some type of revolution. I don't know that it's going to, you know, I'm not saying we need to pick up arms, but there needs to just be mass resistance, like just giant walkouts, just like, nope. Like if the whole country said, we're not paying taxes April 15th, we're just not. What if everybody did that? Everyone just said, I'm not paying taxes. The whole country just did not pay taxes on April 15th. We are not paying. Do not support your tax bill. Get a reasonable tax code that benefits the middle, the poor and the working classes, that makes the 1%ers actually cough up their third and fourth houses. You're just allowed to have 2 houses, you rich assholes. It's going to take something like that. Like everybody stop paying, just don't pay taxes. Don't pay your federal taxes on April 15th. You know, everybody, the entire country. They couldn't stop that. They couldn't stop it. If whatever 180 or 200 million, however many working age people are supposed to pay taxes on April 15th, they all just said, nah, I'd love to see that. It's going to take resistance like that, just like a thing they can't stop. They just can't stop. Hundreds of millions of people, they just can't stop them. So this is what evil, corrupt Republicans and stupid, greedy, ineffective Democrats create. A government by Wall Street, for Wall Street, and for rich assholes like the Koch brothers. The Koch brothers are assholes. They are godless, soulless motherfuckers who are going straight to hell. Yes, they're going straight to hell. Poor people are going to die and people aren't going to have money to pay for stuff. The Koch brothers are going right to hell. Yes, they are. Thanks for watching the show. And remember, fuck the Koch brothers and their parents and their grandparents and their grandchildren. Fuck their entire family. Fuck them all. You're godless, worthless people. See you in hell, Koch brothers. Thanks for watching the show.